What's happening, everybody? It is currently, well, it was Thanksgiving night. It's now Black Friday. So I wonder how many people are out shopping. How many people are actually doing that mess? I don't care nothing about doing none of that stuff, man. I think my wife and I did that many years ago. I think I've done it maybe twice in my life. Never cared about doing that stuff. Because delivering milk for a living for so many years, there were times we had to be at the stores at like 11 p.m. or no later than midnight on Black Friday, because they would start the big sales and they wanted all the Walmarts and Sam's wanted all their help up front for all the, the specials and stuff. So coming back night before last from my trip, I was on the phone with Louie, also known as Electric Gypsy Blues. We were talking about Riff City guitar, and I can't remember who brought that up. I'm not sure. But anyway, I remember when that was a big deal. I don't know a lot about that history. I tried looking up some stuff on YouTube a little while ago, and because of time constraints, I don't have a lot of time to invest in that story. A lot of people have done it on other YouTube channels. I'm going to rely on one channel to kind of explain in case you're not familiar with this story. And I just feel bad for the dude that owned the store, man. I think his name was Joe as well. I punched in Riff City guitar on YouTube, and it doesn't pull up anything. I mean, it just pulls up a bunch of Chapman stuff when he was affiliated with Riff City all those years ago. And I wasn't there. I don't know, but I think that guy Joe, I think he lost his business, man. I think he just lost everything trying to help Rob be successful. Again, I wasn't there. I'm going to let you hear some of this. And again, I'm not trying to dig up old dead history. I was just curious what became of all this stuff, because I never really followed it up.
From Riff City Guitar and Music Company, this is Joe. I have tried hard to be honorable and stay clear of anything about Chapman as we decided to exit the musical instrument business.
Oh, man.
But Rob has very badly misrepresented the, quote, equitability of the relationship.
Uh-oh.
His, quote, benevolence towards us in the fact that he did everything, even, quote, most things free. This is all fantasy. We paid for the majority of his expenses on every Chapman trip. I think he is saying he did the meet and greets and talks, which he called clinics, for free. Who would
Okay, I gotta interject right here. I remember seeing on YouTube when Rob came to America and went to talk to Joe of Riff City, and I think he leased like a charter bus or a tour bus or something, and did all the promotional things. Now, somebody had to pay for that. And I remember actually on this video, Rob saying, I didn't charge for that. I didn't charge for this. I didn't. I don't know. It's sad. I think it all comes down to money, but well, of course it did. That's what everything comes down to when you're trying to go into business. But anyway, let's get back with this. But yeah, this is very interesting.
Think of charging a retailer to show up and promote his own guitars. Rob's expenses were entirely paid, and we were charged for the entire video series we did after Andertons moved their videos to that channel.
Man.
In fact, it was too much. And so we discontinued it because we did not see an ample return for what we were paying. Furthermore, the idea that no other brand helped us. Every brand in musical instruments, or basically people who make the manufacturers of musical instruments, will help their retailers sell their products. We chose to put all of our efforts and money into Chapman because no one else was taking the risk to carry the brand. It was a risk because it is a tiny brand that most people outside of his YouTube channel don't know about.
Oh, man. Apparently some bad things went down during that point in history with all that, and that's a shame. Now, Louie and I were also talking about, he asked me if I had seen any Chapman guitars at the Guitar Center here. No, I have never seen one here. I don't even know, are they even still around? Let's look. Let's look at some of the prices on here. Chapman ML2 Pro Electric, $12.99. Chapman ML3 Rebea, $2,099. Come on, man. Chapman ML3 Modern, $5.99. None of these have any ratings whatsoever. None, no reviews, I should say. Okay, there's one that has 4 stars out of 11 reviews. All right. One out of many that do not. I think it's lost its popularity, man. I don't know. It's just from what I'm glancing at right now. I could be totally wrong.
So today we're going to find out if Chapman Guitars is a brand we should care about. So the big question, do I care about Chapman Guitars now? Fuck yeah, I do. This thing is sick, dude. If you're a rock and metal player, which you probably are because you're watching my channel, then Chapman Guitars should definitely be on your radar. Now,
okay, should be on the radar, he said. So I don't know. It makes me wonder if they, people, I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of figured that it kind of just lost its steam. And it seems like that Chapman kind of went his own way. Again, the whole reason I was thinking about this was I felt so bad for that dude, man. That guy Joe from Riff City Guitar. I was just like, Jesus, man. It seemed that he really went out of his way to try to help. And he got burned, man. He got burned really bad. It shouldn't have been that way. People get mean. People get hateful. So I remember when Rob Chapman had a huge YouTube channel. Not that he doesn't have a huge one now. I remember years ago when I first saw him with the Andertons channel. I was like, wow, that guy's an amazing guitar player, which he absolutely is. I'm not taking nothing away from him at all. If somebody did me that way, man, oh my God, dude. I don't know. What can you I don't know all the ins and outs of it. It's just sad. Anyway, so give me your thoughts about Riff City. I know it's kind of old news. What's going to happen with Rob Chapman? Is he still going to continue doing his thing? Do y'all know anything about Riff City? Have you heard anything or looked in anything online? Anyway, all right. Let's rock and roll.
She came in and sat down right in front of me. She picked up a glass of wine as I took